Hello everyone and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary with Exo, and today I am going to be bringing you a game that I am so glad to be casting. It is actually going to be a game between two of my favorite players, Protoss and Terran. So over here at the 2 o'clock position we are going to have WhiteRa, aka WhiteRa, spawning as the red Protoss, and at the 7 o'clock position we are going to have none other than QXC spawning as the blue Terran. Now, the reason I'm saying that these are two of my favorite players is just because, well, I've been watching a lot of players. Obviously, as a StarCraft 2 commentator, as a caster, I get to see a lot of games, a lot of players performing, and, well, WhiteRa is just such an amazing player to watch play. He's one of the most enjoyable Protoss to see play. He just has a lot of builds and a lot of very efficient builds. Actually, he's been winning a lot of... he's been having a lot of results basically lately. There was this 1 week or so where he had incredible earnings from StarCraft 2. Actually, when you think about the fact that actually WhiteRa is from the Ukraine, he's married, he just had a kid, so yeah, he still choose to devote a lot of his time to StarCraft 2. It's really amazing to see someone doing something like this, and he's actually successful. So best of luck to WhiteRa in the future. I really like the way he plays. So we're gonna have WhiteRa over here, and here, QXC, well, what can I tell you about QXC? I've been casting loads of games of QXC in the past. It's because he is definitely my favorite North American Terran player, without a discussion. I've actually seen him apply to the Foreigner House at the GSL. I'm not exactly sure, or he wasn't exactly sure, when he's going to be going there, when he's going to be finalizing his plans with this. I know he recently moved to Spain to study. And well, I guess he'll just have to figure out how he's gonna fit all this in his life right now. But I'm definitely very happy because he has made that step to apply for the GSL, because he really is Code S material without a doubt. He's one of the players that should be playing there. He really deserves it, and I look really forward to seeing QXC in the GSL. And well, QXC is just one of the most amazing macro players I've ever seen on the Terran side. And generally, all the games I cast the QXC, all the replays I could get my hands on, have been incredibly enjoyable games to watch. So I'm gonna be talking a little bit about the game. I could blabber on about these players for days and not get bored or not run out of information to feed you guys. So yeah, I'm really happy to be casting this game. It looks like it's a very good game. I've heard really good things about this game, really good comments and ratings on this game. So let's see what this is all about. I don't watch replays beforehand. At least I didn't watch this one, and I don't watch the majority of my replays beforehand. So let's see what this game is going to be all about. So we see WhiteRa opening with a pretty standard build. This looks more like a 4-gate or 3-gate into expand build, because he only just has 1 gas. Just opened the cyber core. Right now he's chrono boosting the warp gate technology, which means he's probably going to be adding more gateways. Soon after this we see QXC spawning, scouting with this SCV around to see what's up, and he obviously sees the chrono boost on the cybernetics, where that will probably let him know that WhiteRa is intending to do something warp gate related. But the thing is, obviously I think he saw that gateway as well. He's just gonna go up and check if it's a robo bay or a gateway. No, he sees it's a gateway. You want to know if that is going to be what's it called, a robotics facility, and if you're gonna have to worry about stuff like early immortals or any observer coming your way or stuff like that. So thing is, QXC did scout that out. As for him, he's getting, well, he placed this barracks down here. He doesn't want to be walling off at the ramp, which means that he's going to be creating this sort of choke here. He can just keep a lot of Marines and stuff like that in this area over here and just deal with the Zealots and anything like that. Basically, units can't really attack in here. Your units are pretty safe. And obviously, since you're dealing with Protoss, you don't want to get force fielded too much, so if you just keep your units here, they're much better against your opponent. But the thing is, he's also getting a factory. He's getting the concussive shield upgrade. Right now, he's getting some Hellions out. This is a reactor on top of this barracks, adding additional barracks. Yeah, so I've really seen, most of the games I've seen QXC play against Protoss, he's been getting a lot of infantry, maybe transitioning to stuff like a lot of Vikings and battle cruisers even in the late game. But yeah, here we go, QXC attacking with these Marines. A little bit of sloppy micro over there. He could have micro back a little bit more, but I guess he's counting on these Hellions doing a lot of damage to the Zealots, which they did, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The Stalker is out already. 1 Hellion getting taken out. This is probably not going to get any probe kills. Maybe just 1 probe kill over here. Let's see if he does get that probe kill. Actually, 2 probe kills on that Hellion. The previous kill is from that Zealot that went down, so pretty good from QXC over there. Thing is, this Dark Shrine was laid down, and I'm pretty sure that QXC saw this because it's almost done building. And well, let's just take a look at QXC's cameras to be sure. There we go. He does see the Dark Shrine warping in, so kind of negating this strategy over here from WhiteRa. He does see the Twilight Council and the Dark Templar that are going to be incoming shortly. So let's see if WhiteRa is going to be changing his plan a bit around, because obviously if Dark Templar are scouted, they really lose in effectiveness. I mean, they go down a lot because the Terran player is going to be preparing for it. I wouldn't be surprised to see, there we go, even some turrets being laid down already by QXC1 over here. Dark Templar is already on the way, but this turret is almost complete. It's not actually complete yet, but I'm pretty sure. There we go, one energy, one scan almost ready over here. Let's see, is that turret going to complete? There we go, one scan going down. He's going to try completing that turret, so, but the thing is, that Dark Templar getting taken out. A little bit of sloppy play over there from WhiteRa. He could have just taken this Dark Templar all the way to the corner until the scan duration wore off, and then moved the DT back and try to get some SCV kills, as this turret obviously doesn't have detection range all the way to here. But anyway, I don't think it's any biggie. QXC scouting around at the natural of WhiteRa, seeing that there's nothing really going on there, just getting the natural up. I'm pretty sure that QXC suspects right now that WhiteRa is going to drop the whole Dark Templar plan, so WhiteRa is probably going to be going for something else, and we do see him getting this this Zealot charge right now. Also a Raven out for QXC, so QXC is also going to have mobile detection, not just scans and turrets, so he's going to be just fine against Dark Templar. That Hellion getting taken out, so let's see, looks like QXC is going to be pushing across. He does have concussive shells, so this one Stalker is going to go down, as it does get snared by those Marauders. Got to be careful with that other Stalker so it doesn't get snared as well. So let's take a look at this push and if it's going to be doing a lot of damage in WhiteRa's base. Now, I do have to say that WhiteRa has like no sentries. Take a look at the unit counting station. There's no sentries over here. He does have a lot of Zealots. They almost have charge. Charge is almost complete, but is WhiteRa going to lose this Nexus? This is going to be huge for WhiteRa if he does lose this Nexus. No stim yet for QXC. Stim is on the way, but it's not yet completed. Is he actually... Oh, getting a little bit greedy for that Stalker. He should just be going for this Nexus. Is it going to live? I'm not sure. QXC is going to take it down, but that's a lot of Zealots. Charge is done right now. There we go. Zealots just charging in, but nice nice positioning of the forces over here. Going to make it much harder for the Zealots to actually get a surround off, but we see WhiteRa microing around to get the surround off on those forces, but still a few Zealot kills over there. But the thing is, that wasn't really it. That wasn't the point. The thing is, WhiteRa did lose his expansion, and that is going to be huge for WhiteRa. Thing is, QXC doesn't have an expansion yet either, but one is building, so command center is on the way over here. But I think WhiteRa is in an okay position, since he does have a lot of charge lots, so he doesn't really have to worry about any sort of significant push from QXC right now. He does have the means to defend it. He has no sentries. I'm pretty surprised to see that he's getting absolutely no sentries. As a Protoss player against the Terran, sentries are really what you want, but I mean, sure, even if you do have charge lots, sentries do come in handy a lot, because, you know, they just split the forces up and they let the Zealots just go to work on the Bioball much easier. Let's see, WhiteRa is going to move up the ramp over here. Is he going to be doing any damage? No, he does see that the bunker is completed. Second one is almost completed as well. I think just for now, WhiteRa just wants to kind of confine QXC a little bit. He does see that there is no he does know that there is no expansion yet for QXC, so that's not going to alarm him really, because I mean, he's getting his Nexus up again, and that's going to be okay. He's getting Templar Archives, so let's see. Is he going to get Psystorm? He probably will get Psystorm. He's been saving a lot of gas. Obviously, he didn't get the sentries. He's been getting a lot of Zealots, so is this WhiteRa's plan? I wonder, because obviously if you don't get any sentries or heavy stalkers, you are going to be saving up a lot of gas, as Zealots only cost minerals, so let's see if that is going to be the case. Thing is, QXC did get a Banshee out in the meantime. I didn't even see this, so the Banshee's making its way into the mineral line. There are some High Templar here. Are they going to feed back this Banshee? There we go, one feedback going off, but there's not even one Stalker. He's probably going to be warping in one Stalker or something like that over here. That sentry is going to go down. Banshee is still alive, so let's see how many kills, how many probe kills. Not really smart focusing the Zealot over there. You want to focus down the probes. There we go, 4 probe kills. And again, you should micro this around a little bit. There we go, killing another probe, 5 probes, 6 probes. And Stalker is out 1 HP. It's probably going to go down right now. Snipes the Zealot out as well. And there we go, Banshee gets taken out, but it did its job more than well. And QXC is just expanding himself right now. Also, Psystorm on the way for WhiteRa over here at the Templar Archives. So this is going to be a pretty interesting game. Obviously, if QXC keeps on getting... if QXC keeps on getting infantry, well, I think that those Psy Storms are going to be really, really good, especially if he also adds in some sentries. So let's see what's going to be happening. This Hellion is trying to play cat and mouse with the Zella, but the Zella does have charge. He still gets taken out though. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this game is going to be evolving. I'm quite curious to see if WhiteRa is going to be getting any Colossus whatsoever. I don't really think so, because there's no real indication of him wanting to get Colossus. The thing with Colossus is this. I mean, there's two sides to this story, so I'm just going to be like explaining this concept. If you get Colossus, then they are going to be, no matter which way you look at it, they're going to be really vulnerable to Vikings. So you're going to have to keep that in mind. But if you get High Templar, it's much better, because usually your opponent won't have any ghosts. They're probably going to get it later. And obviously Storm, oh, actually, there we go, QXC actually contradicting me here. But obviously QXC is a very good player, so I'm just generally talking right now. They won't be getting that Ghost Academy, so if you get the High Templar, you can actually still Storm and do a lot of damage to the Bio Ball. So I think that was really what WhiteRa was counting on. But QXC did get that Ghost Academy. He's also getting some Ghosts out. Kadir and Amulet on the way for WhiteRa. So let's see how this is going. I'm just going to take a look at the income tab. I'm quite curious to see this one. 55 pros to 46 SCVs. That's pretty good for WhiteRa over there. But do keep in mind that QXC is Terran and he can make use of Mule. So that changes the factors of the equation quite a bit. But there we go. QXC trying to do some harassment over here with these forces. I don't think he's really going to be able to do anything. Loads them up. Let's see. Is this medevac going to get away? Yep. Seems like it does. And meantime, just going to take a look at the production tab as well. Going to see what's happening over here. Ground armor level 1 on the way for WhiteRa. Ground weapons level 1 as well. Blink on the way too. So a lot of upgrades for WhiteRa. WhiteRa is really teching in this game. He's getting... he got all the High Templar upgrades. He's getting all the Twilight Council upgrades. So that's a lot of tech for WhiteRa. And yeah, QXC is getting more barracks as he usually does. I mean... Seeing QXC play, I've seen him just get loads and loads of Raxes. There are games where he has like 10 to 15 Raxes. It's pretty incredible. But let's see. Both players are probably going to try expanding to a third base pretty soon, as they want to have that extra income to support the production of additional units. We see WhiteRa laying down more gateways right now. He has 5 gates plus 2. That makes 7 gateways. Until also, it's going to be quite hard. There we go, indeed. WhiteRa is expanding to the third right now. Probably going to see QXC doing that as well. Is there a command center on the way? I think I saw a command center. There we go. Command center is here. He's going to expand to the gold, it seems. Interesting choice from QXC. I actually agree with this. It's really, really good to have the planetary fortress, especially up on this position, because it gives you such control over the middle of the map. It cuts off this avenue basically, and you don't have to worry about like going down here to this expansion, which is, I'd say, more vulnerable than the gold in case of a Terran player. So interesting choice from QXC. I agree with it though. So let's see. Looks like WhiteRa is going to be trying pushing across right now. He does have 4 High Templar. They're pretty high on energy. Yep, there we go. So let's see if QXC is going to be aiming those EMPs straight at the High Templar to deal with the energy, because otherwise those storms are going to be doing a lot of damage. There we go. Is he going to land it? Yep, he does. Some siege tanks in position over here as well. WhiteRa sees that all the forces are stationed next to this command center, so he's probably going to back off for now. Is he going to try going around the back? Looks like it, and doesn't seem like QXC has anything to scout on this position. He does have this barracks though, and he's going to be seeing WhiteRa going around trying to take a shot at the Nastro. Let's see if WhiteRa is going to be successful with this one. And WhiteRa is just waiting here for all these forces to be complete. Does he have a probe here? I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think so. A proxy pylon being planted somewhere on this side would be extremely handy. But here we are. Actually, the probe is down here, so he might be putting down a pylon over here. I actually don't understand why WhiteRa isn't doing that. It's a really great idea to set a pylon down at this position so you can warp in units to reinforce your current attack. It looks like the tanks are moving in. Oh, but great. Storm and the charge lots are moving in. The tank's dying so fast. QXC is big trouble right now, but he does EMP some of these High Templar. More forces coming from from QXC, pulling SCVs off the line. He's moving forward right now, taking a lot of these forces down. But, well, okay, push from WhiteRa. He did take down a lot of... Oh, and that is... I will be right back. Yeah, so I'm back, guys. I'll explain in a moment what happened. And we see some turrets being placed down over here for QXC. And it looks like the Stalkers are going to be just fine taking that out. Probably they're not going to try doing any damage to this planetary fortress. That Observer getting taken out. And, well, WhiteRa is going to be trying to take down some SCVs over here at the gold expansion. But meantime, looks like QXC is doing a drop. Over here, he's pushing with a lot of his forces as well, not just those, but there are High Templar ready to storm over here. QXC needs to be very careful. Nice feedback on that medevac. That medevac actually getting one-shotted, so it did have a lot of energy. So yeah, QXC is going to be backing off for now. And yeah, by the way, what happened earlier was the fact that my cat got on top of my closet, and when it jumped off, it actually managed to pull a bag with it, creating a lot of noise and interrupting my cast. So there we go. I love my cats, but I don't love them as much when they do stuff like that. So anyway, looking at the game, looks like QXC is getting weapons upgrade level 3 already for his infantry. This is really interesting. And WhiteRa is doing a lot of harassment over here, still taking down a lot of SCVs, mining at the gold. And a big battle going on over here. It seems like some storms going down for WhiteRa, but QXC seems to be holding just fine. The thing is, these stalkers have been interrupting mining at the gold for a long time now, taking down a lot of SCVs as well. Looks like action all over the place. This is really hard to follow, especially when you're one caster doing this, because you can't look at multiple positions at the same time. I wish I could have like some sort of modified StarCraft 2 UI where I can split the minimap up in two, or the screen, so I can see what's happening all over. But obviously, when you have very skilled players duking it out, you just have all these multi-pronged attacks going on, so it's really hard to follow. But looks like WhiteRa is going to be going for the natural again. He's trying to poke at this barracks. Obviously, I don't think he's expecting to achieve anything with this. Really, he just wants to distract QXC a little bit. And those SCVs coming to repair. There we go. Is this barracks going to actually go down? I think so. There we go. Barracks going down. So this wall is down. These stalkers have blink, but there are some siege tanks stationed here, so that's going to be no problem for QXC. And QXC just rebuilding this barracks right after WhiteRa withdrew. So right now, looks like the game has calmed down a little bit. Meantime, WhiteRa did get this 4th up, opting not to go for the gold expansion, which is obviously a lot more unsafe, especially since QXC has his gold up. So he's going for the side expansion. Very good decision making, I'd say, from WhiteRa. So let's see how this is going to play out. Both players have a lot of expansion, so their income is quite substantial. So look at WhiteRa is actually ahead because he's on 4 bases, actually 3, since the naturals are mined out. So 2 mining bases for QXC and 3 for WhiteRa. And WhiteRa is getting ground armor level 3. It's actually almost done, and weapons upgrade level 2 is complete as well. So I mean, weapons level upgrade level 3 is almost complete. And we see both players pushing across the map. WhiteRa over here and QXC on this side, but QXC has a lot of forces. Thing is, WhiteRa did keep some forces at home to defend. And let's see how much damage this is going to do. I'm trying to be covering both sides of the battle. Looks like some storms are going down. And wow, this is hell to follow, guys, because there's just so much action going on. And well, QXC looks like he is making WhiteRa withdraw right here, but in the meantime, WhiteRa is blinking into the main. Let's see how much damage he's going to be able to do there. QXC has the tank sieged up, a lot of Marauders and Marines attacking the natural of WhiteRa. This Nexus might just go down. The expansion is mined out, so that's no real biggie, but the WhiteRa is just, he needs to break this somehow. Thing is, he is mining off all those bases. There we go, some more High Templar getting warped and storming the forces over here. Tanks are going down. A lot of charge lots remain, morphing those High Templar immediately into Archons after that, and you can see just how funny it is that those Archons can move even though that the morph has not completed. You could not do that in StarCraft 1, and the Archons are doing a lot of damage. Looks like this push is going to get nullified by WhiteRa, and the Stalkers in the main of QXC going down as well. So, but I have to say, a lot more damage being done here by QXC than by WhiteRa, because WhiteRa did lose the Nexus. He lost some buildings over here as well. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember what buildings he had there. If any, I'm not exactly sure, so you guys will have to scroll back and see if I'm mistaken. But WhiteRa is just trying to do as much damage as he can. He's probably going to try harassing the mineral line over here again. But thing is, there's one tank in position, so these Stalkers can't really do that much damage. Such a beautiful game and really hard to follow. This is really, really annoying to follow, actually. And WhiteRa is warping in units all over the place. Obviously, he has this expansion, so that's the advantage of Protoss, having a lot of gateways and a lot of tech and a lot of upgrades. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful storm. And another storm, actually. These forces getting really, really weakened. Looks like WhiteRa is going to be able to clean out everything over here. He might just be able to take down this command center before it completes as a planetary fortress. Indeed, great play from WhiteRa, sniping out. I guess that was revenge for losing the Nexus over here at the natural. So greatly done by WhiteRa. And Terran Infantry level 3 on the way for QXC, so QXC has been really busy with those upgrades. And WhiteRa again denying mining over here at the gold. WhiteRa warping in a lot of stalkers, more storms going down. More stalkers coming in, but there we go. Beautiful blink micro with those stalkers. Really great micro from WhiteRa. Really impressive play. QXC met a worthy opponent. Obviously, I don't think he's really been playing against WhiteRa on the US realm, so right now, being in Europe, he is being able to... This is actually a ladder game, by the way, in case I didn't say it, and I don't think I did. It's a ladder game, so great ladder game over here being offered to us by these two great players. So looks like QXC is going to be trying to get this expansion up again. He does have one command center flying already. Going to be landing it here, sieging up some tanks, trying to secure this position. And looks like WhiteRa is going to still try to take down at least the refinery over there, blinking back. He doesn't want to really engage without those storms. And this is really, really good play from WhiteRa and really interesting play. He doesn't want to get any Colossus whatsoever. He's just focusing on storms. And it's been working out great for him so far, so let's see how this game is going to evolve and who will win this game. I'm really curious to see. Right now, the balance isn't tilting towards anyone. Both players just holding their own, and it's really good to see a game like this because you rarely see such great games unfolding, especially on ladder. So here we go, WhiteRa really insisting with these talkers. How many High Templar does he have? Just one High Templar. I think he should be getting more High Templar, but he doesn't have the gas to sustain it. He needs one more probe over here at that assimilator. He's getting the gas at his gold. He got the gold in the meantime. And pushing over here right now. Let's see, is this going to be enough to break down this entrenched position? Beautiful blink, you know, over there. But QXC coming in with a lot of reinforcements. And there is no storm. There's actually this High Templar. He has a lot of energy, but QXC is running around a lot. Those storms not actually being able to go down and storming the tank instead. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Could have just as well thrown down a storm on those forces. And yeah, WhiteRa cleaning everything up. He's not going to go for the expansion now. He knows that there is a planetary fortress down there. He's just going to go for some more harassment over here at the goal, warping in additional stalkers. WhiteRa is just so crazy. I mean, he's warping in so many units, but is QXC going to be able to actually hold this off? I don't know. A lot of SCVs repairing, and he needs to focus down the SCVs. That is never going to go down. There we go, target firing some of those SCVs with Yarkhan, but Yarkhan does go down, and a little bit of a blunder over here from WhiteRa. I'm not sure if he actually wanted to, obviously when you do something like that, you affect, I mean, those SCVs repairing for that amount of time, it's going to cost the Terran a lot of money, but I don't really think it's really worth it. I think focus firing on the SCVs is a lot better, but anyway, mistakes happen. The best of us will make mistakes, especially in a tense game like this. A beautiful macro game. And it looks like QXC is going to go for this expansion, and if he snipes, this is going to be huge. WhiteRa is actually sacking this. He's not even going to try. He's going for this expansion, storming the SCVs. SCVs are very low on HP. Morphing the Archon over there, sniping the SCVs this time, and he needs to snipe more of these SCVs. Come on, snipe the SCVs. SCVs are repairing. You're never going to get this down. And there we go, the SCVs are pulling back. The Sarkon is trying to do some damage, but QXC reinforcing with a lot of units, and it's not looking so great right now for WhiteRa. WhiteRa should maybe even consider getting this expansion up. He lost the gold. That was really huge for him, especially in gas income. Obviously, when you get so many Stalkers and so many High Templar, your gas is going to be very low, so you need a lot of gas to actually keep on making that many High Templar. But let's take a look at the income tab, because this is what's really important right now. Surprisingly, because WhiteRa did interrupt mining at so many bases, and he has this base up, and QXC really doesn't have the left side. Looks like WhiteRa is going to try taking this base up. So yeah, WhiteRa is in the lead right now, income-wise, when it comes to minerals, and it's really equal on the gas front. So let's see if QXC is going to be able to pull out of this. There we go, another beautiful, such great storms from WhiteRa, just storming everywhere. Everywhere you go, it's just storms. And this is, you can see that even though you have EMP, it's just so much harder to actually counter High Templar than it is to counter Colossus. At least I see it that way. And the thing is, Vikings will just auto-target those Colossus, but High Templar, they you can't auto-target High Templar with EMP. You have to micro around, so that really does factor in. And it looks like QXC is sniping down these Zealots. You can hear those noises, pew, 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 sniping down Zealots. And looks like QXC did win this fight over here, but the Archon actually doing so much splash damage taking down a lot of units, and another stim from QXC on those forces. Right now, looks like he's going to be dropping over here as well, but this base is mined out. He doesn't really have to worry about anything. He knows that the most important thing to take out is the gas, because the gas is really what's left at this expansion. And right now, he knows that those High Templar are really, really gas-expensive units. So if he can keep up with WhiteRa when it comes to the gas, he's going to be fine. But the thing is, he doesn't really have any minerals even. He was forced to pull back from over here as well. Is he going to be able to push this back? I don't know. There's no High Templar here, so he doesn't have to worry about storms. But oh, actually, Charge Lots moving in from that side. The Planetary Fortress doing a lot of damage to the Charge Lots. There we go. Charge Lots going down. This tank is still up, but the Marines and the Marauders are out of range. There we go. Now they're in range of the Stalkers. Stalkers will go down. QXC is probably going to be throwing down, but he doesn't have that many. He actually has just 2 orbital commands. He's probably going to throw down all those mules at this position. There we go, 2 mules over here. He needs the money. He's also attacking on this side, so QXC is doing his best. He's just sniping down those assimilators. He's going to try getting the Nexus down. I think he might be able to if a storm doesn't come here fast enough. No, and looks like, oh, this is going to be close, very close. There we go, the last Marauder taking down that Nexus. Incredible play from both of these players, and WhiteRa is just reacting instantly, putting down another Nexus, and this Nexus was sniped before by QXC as well, so WhiteRa is expanding in both these places. QXC doesn't have any places to expand to, that's the thing. The map has basically been mined out, except for this. I mean, the normal expansions you take are just basically mined out, and the only expansions you have are this one and the side ones. The side ones are controlled by WhiteRa. WhiteRa did take down this Planetary Fortress as well, but this was really mined out, so not that big of a loss for QXC. We're just gonna have to see how this ends for these players, and QXC might just be losing this game due to simply being mined out. He's not gonna be having any place to mine from, and well, WhiteRa's we can see a lot of long-range mining going on over here. WhiteRa wants to squeeze out every single penny that he can out of Xel'Naga Cavern, so really, really cool game, and I don't know if QXC is going to be able to do this. There's so many High Templar heading down towards his base. He has a lot of Stalkers and Charge Lots, and I don't know, 2 bunkers, some tanks over here, throwing down some EMPs. There we go, Storm on that front, and there's like so many High Templar. I don't know if QXC is going to be able to hold this off. Obviously, if you take a look at the income tab, WhiteRa is really, really, really rocketing forward when it comes to income. So, oh, and Storm, oh, that was really crap, losing a lot of SCVs at the only mining base he has. And what a game from WhiteRa, what a game from QXC. This is really unbelievable. And it's really, I'm really glad to be offering you guys this game. I mean, it's such a pleasure for me to actually cast it, but I can imagine how well it is to, how fun it is to be watching it. I will have to watch this game again myself later, actually, because it's such a nice game. I'll probably be watching it myself. I can't really watch it in full detail when I'm casting. There's so many things you have to focus on, but looks like the game has calmed down for now. But the thing is, this is just the calm before the storm, because WhiteRa is getting so much stuff. We take a look at the army count, 169 for WhiteRa, over 85 of QXC. So WhiteRa is probably going to go for a very, very big push right now. This is probably going to be the decisive push. If this breaks QXC, I have no idea how QXC could break out of this one. QXC is trying his best, trying to move forward, but there we go, more storms, and there's just so many Stalkers, so many Charge Lots, and WhiteRa attacking from the side as well, at the same time storming a lot of these SCVs. QXC losing so much mining over there, and Marauders are trying their best, blinking in on top of those tanks, not being able to do that much. And looks like even this force is going to be nullified by WhiteRa. QXC being forced to move out of the mining over there, or out of the mineral line. And wow, what a game! Did this game really happen? And on ladder, this is really amazing, and well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's been a real pleasure to cast. By the way, thanks to everybody. I'm just going to be mentioning something about that video I uploaded, my 500 subscriber video, that Let Me Entertain You video. Looks like a lot of people like that, and to my surprise, well, I said that every 100 subscribers I get up to the 1K mark, I'd be doing, I would be doing a music video similar to that one, and well, to my surprise, it seems like I've already reached 600 subscribers. And from what I read in the comments, Toll Biscuit actually, there were a lot of people coming to my channel because of Toll Biscuit. So, well, great thanks to Toll Biscuit for checking that video out and sending a lot of people my way. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this game. I am going to I will keep my promise tonight, or even well, it's really late right now. It's like I don't know, 5:35 a.m. So singing right now would probably wake half the neighborhood up. But I will keep my word, and by tomorrow night at least, or tomorrow afternoon, something like that, you will have another music video. So yeah, I hope you will like that one as well. And by the way, for everyone else who doesn't know, who's seeing this cast somewhere else, like on sc2cast.com or other websites that host YouTube videos, then please do go check my channel at youtube.com/exostarcraft and check out that Let Me Entertain You video, because right now I'm looking and it has, let me refresh this page so I can be accurate, it has 172 likes so far. So that's really amazing, and I'm really happy to see people actually like this kind of stuff. So I probably will be forced by you guys to actually submit more videos like this one. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game, the cast, the music videos, and my channel. And if you did, then just spread the word, tell your friends and buddies to check it out and stuff like that. And hopefully my channel will be growing past its current state. So yeah, that's it for me right now. I'm going to be processing these vids and going to bed most likely. So I'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned for more videos.